What's up, everybody? This is Big Daddy Cool here for Unpopular Review. This is the Monday night WWE Raw review and results show for January 18th, 2021. We will be talking about Asuka versus Alexa Bliss. A very different side of Asuka that we've seen tonight. We'll get into that and our reactions to that. Lots more I guess miscommunication and dissension from the Hurt Business. It's a lot of infighting. Lacey continues to flirt with Charlotte's father, the Nature Boy Ric Flair. Randy Orton shows his face but doesn't show his face. We'll get into that, and our title picture kind of gives you a hint of that. So we'll catch you on the other side. This is Unpopular Review, the Raw results show. See you on the other side, guys. Welcome again, everybody. This is Big Daddy Cool, and I am here for Unpopular Review for January 18th, 2021. We're going to be talking about tonight's Monday Night Raw, but before we get into that, before I introduce my co-host of this evening, I want to please remind all of you guys watching to please make sure you smash that like button and share this broadcast with all your wrestling friends and buddies. Anybody that you know that likes wrestling, please make sure that you share this with them and tell them to tune in and drop some comments. We're going to be talking about Raw. We're going to talk about some other wrestling stuff, and we're going to be reading your comments on the air. So we can have a conversation about anything in wrestling if you want to chat about anything like that. So, and again, if you're watching us on YouTube, please make sure you like and subscribe. Very important for like and subscribe. We just reached over 500 subscribers on YouTube, so thank you for that. Again, it's Unpopular Review on YouTube. We do wrestling reviews, movie reviews. We just wrapped up X-Men 2 and Black Lightning Season 3. I think it's episodes 8 and 9, so really good stuff. Really lots of good content on our YouTube channel. Please check us out there. Joining me again tonight, as usual, last several Monday nights, is none other than the UPR champion and self-proclaimed technician, David Sanderson.
Self-proclaimed, please. How's it going, Steven?
Going on, buddy? Going good, man. Going good. What did you think of tonight's Raw?
I thought it was sort of disappointing, not gonna lie. I feel like there could have been a lot more creativity. I feel like we've been saying a lot of the same stuff for the past few weeks now, which I have not minded. I get, they're working with what they have, but I feel like, sometimes you got to mix it up a little.
Yeah, I feel you. I mean, I want to say that this episode of Raw was a lot better than last week's episode. I felt like last week's episode was stretched out, and this one kind of felt like that too a little bit, especially with the Alexa and Asuka stuff. Having Alexa and Asuka in the ring like in hour 2 and for a Alexa's Playground segment, and then to finish the show. Again, it's that doubling up that we were talking about last week, that you can obviously tell that they're playing with a short bench. And we'll get into that when we talk about that. But Raw ended up, and guys, please make sure you drop all your comments. We'll read some of them on the air. I want to welcome some of the people that are watching us here. I want to say Elvis. What's up, Elvis? It says Happy Lana Day. George Lewis says, what's up, guys? What's up? Oh, my man Zoli representing YouTube. What's going on? Make sure you guys, I see George, I see Zoli. Please make sure you're dropping those likes on YouTube, man. Please, please, please. I see Daniel Miller. What's going on? He says, fire Charlotte. He's just very angry at Charlotte for some reason. The ladies love the technician. It's absolutely true. The ladies do love the technician.
As always, why wouldn't they?
And Girl Wrestling a Go-Go. Hey, guys, what's going on?
What's going on?
So let's jump into, as we keep reading those comments about the matches that you saw and what you thought about Raw tonight. Let's start with what opened up Raw, and that was Randy Orton. Randy Orton, if you remember last week, was shot in the face with a fireball by Alexa Bliss. And we saw him come back tonight, but in a different fashion. He was wearing a Conquistador #2 mask. I don't know if I'm showing my age by making that reference, but this is Randy Orton now, and he kind of looked like he wanted to take it off. Really good promo, by the way, that opened up Raw, and he was talking about how he doesn't really blame Alexa. He blames the Fiend for it, and the Fiend is trying. This is what I found interesting about his promo. The Fiend is, quote, trying to stop him from winning the Royal Rumble. So, did you get any vibes leading up to tonight that the Fiend wants to stop Randy Orton from entering the Royal Rumble or winning the Royal Rumble?
I mean, I wouldn't say just tonight, but like altogether. I mean, the Fiend wants to destroy Randy Orton, obviously. He doesn't just want him not to win the Rumble. He wants to take this man. He wants to put this man on the shelf forever for the rest of his career. That's it. There's no other discussion needed. I mean, it's been pretty obvious over the past few weeks that Bray Wyatt's spirits are still looking. I'm sure he will return eventually. But when he does return, I feel like there might be a little bit of a different version of him, like an even more creepier side than we have now with the Fiend. But
yeah.
What
did you think of the promo?
I thought the promo was good. I just think I think it stretched out a little too long. It was like what I think it should have been like 3 or 4 minutes. It turned into like 10. So I think it was a good promo overall. But yeah, just way too long.
Yeah, I agree. And it's funny. Like, I don't think Randy Orton knows how to cut a short promo. I think this is his style, and it works for him. It worked for Triple H for such a long time. And so, this is what he's doing. So, but what I don't understand is, like, out of nowhere this is the disconnect, I guess, is the Fiend is trying to keep Randy Orton from winning the world title and thus winning the Royal Rumble. Like, where did that come from? Like what you were saying, the Fiend wants to destroy Randy Orton because they've got a feud going, and he lit the guy on fire a couple months ago. So it's not about winning the Royal Rumble. He doesn't care if he wins the Rumble or not, probably. I mean, sure, it probably doesn't sit well with him if he does, but, this just tipped me off that the next time we're going to see the Fiend is going to be at the Royal Rumble. He's going to enter as one of the combatants, and he's going to eliminate Randy Orton. He's going to probably eliminate both of them at the same time. They're going to go over the top rope and then disappear, probably. The lights will go out and they'll disappear. And you're not going to know what happened. Are you all right, David? Are we still on the air? I think we are. Anyways, I don't know.
What the fuck?
I can still hear you, David.
Come on, PC. Not today, bro. Anyways,
I think David's having some technical difficulties, but I'm going to carry on without him. As Jeff says, the Coke ran out. Or the hamster stopped running on his computer. Who knows?
Sorry.
Are you back? It's all right.
Sorry, I had some technical difficulties. And now, Jeff, first of all, I don't have Coke.
Of course, because you snorted it all.
Yeah, very funny.
Yeah, so that's that about that. Let's Jeff says, hear me out. Orton misunderstands the Fiend's intentions. I don't know what he's thinking. Oh, look, Kenny Omega is here.
Look, we got the All Elite Wrestling World Champion in the chat. What's going on, Kenny?
That's right. Kenny Omega is here, and he says, well, The Fiend did not cost against his match against AJ Styles to get a chance at the title, and I predict that The Fiend will enter the Royal Rumble. In the final moments, Randy will be in the Final Four. Probably. I do agree possible. That I think that The Fiend is going to cost Randy Orton his chance at the Rumble. I don't know if it's going to be the Final Four or somewhere in the middle, but that's what's going to happen. I just want to address one thing, and that's you'll see this guy Daniel Miller in the comments, and he's on YouTube, and he was trolling us earlier in this Yep I Like Wrestling group earlier. Apparently, he thinks that we completely can't stand him. Honestly, my man, we're not staying up at night because of your comments. But Chris invited you onto the show on Friday, and you decided not to show up. But that's on you. Whatever you're comfortable with. No, we did not report you. He thinks that we reported him, but apparently he decided to say that we were AEW haters, which I will say that I don't hate AEW. I like it. I just can't stand Jon Moxley because he's an idiot. And, I hate to derail the show because of this guy, but I just want to make sure that everybody understands that this guy is obviously now at troll level, and I shouldn't really be noticing him, but I just wanted to let you guys know. So we don't hate him. He's always welcome. He can jump on tonight's show if he likes. We can send him the link, no problem, and we can have a friendly debate. But he won't because he's who he is. Moving on, we had Charlotte and Lacey as segment number 2. Backstage, we saw an interview with Charlie Caruso, and she was trying to get in touch with. She was trying to talk to Ric Flair, and Lacey cut him off. And she's like, why'd you turn on your daughter? And so he, before he can speak, Lacey cuts him off, and she's like, listen, I'm learning from one of the dirtiest players in the game. He's teaching me stuff, so mind your business, Charlie. Later on, during Charlotte's match, Charlotte has a match with Peyton Royce. Okay match. I'm not pretty long, but nothing crazy, right, Dave?
Nothing crazy. I mean, Peyton Royce, I was talking about this with Chris during the match. I think that Peyton Royce is the lesser of the 2 stars when I thought she was actually going to be the greater of the 2 stars when it comes to the Iconics after they broke up. But, call me an asshole for this. I thought, you can't judge a book by its cover. Billie Kay is actually the more entertaining out of the 2. She's making it work on SmackDown with her old resume thing. She's seemingly teaming with the Riot Squad now. And Peyton Royce is out here losing to Charlotte Flair on Raw. So things don't really look to be looking good for her. But overall thoughts on this match, I thought it was an okay match. It was nothing crazy. I heard a report that Lacey Evans was like uncomfortable with this whole Ric Flair thing, and I wouldn't doubt it for a second because
I don't think so. Because you know what, on Twitter she doubles down, like she's all like, oh, I'm hanging out with over the weekend. She's like, I'm hanging out with Rick.
Well, because she's in character.
Yeah, but if she wasn't buying into it, then why fucking send the tweet?
Why wouldn't she send the tweet? Like I said, she's in character. She is.
But she's on her own time. Like any time that's not Monday is her own time.
That's what makes Lacey so great is that she also does this on her own time. It doesn't have to be on TV. Just you don't have to. How do I put this? You don't have
Make
to.
Sense?
No, you don't have to. You have to stay in character even when you're off TV, even if it's just on Twitter or on Instagram or anything like that. So
what do they call that when you do that? When a wrestler does that, what do they call that?
It's called being in character.
They call it kayfabe, right?
Okay, yeah, keeping kayfabe alive. Yeah,
there you go. Exactly.
Sorry,
but if you're telling me that Lacey, I'm not saying break character, but what I'm saying is, if Lacey's not buying in, why even send the fucking tweet? Why not just sit on your fucking hands?
I don't know. Why don't you ask Lacey Evans for me, Steven?
I'm. You know what? I'm gonna do that tomorrow. I'm gonna tweet her. I'm gonna say, hey, I heard from David Sanderson, the technician, that you're not buying into this. Can you please respond? And you know what I'm gonna get? Crickets. She's not gonna respond. Anyways, mid-match, Ric Flair and Lacey Evans show up, and Lacey's wearing one of Ric's robes. Looks good, by the way. And this is supposed to piss off Charlotte. It kind of distracts her, but doesn't cost her the match. She ends up putting Peyton in the figure eight, and then Peyton taps out. But Charlotte doesn't stop there. She keeps the move on because I guess she's sending a message to Lacey that she's really pissed. Later on in the show, she gets interviewed by her doppelganger, Sarah Schreiber. And Sarah asks her, hey, how do you feel about Lacey Evans, flirting with your dad? And she was all like, listen, I don't give a fuck what my goddamn dad does. Like, it'll take a lot more for you to mess with the queen. I thought that was pretty good.
I'm telling you, man, Lacey Evans she's underrated. I don't know. Chris has always given me a lot of slack because of this, and I'm talking directly to Chris on this one. He always gives me slack because he says I like losers. I like nobody. I like nobodies. Lacey Evans is a somebody. Just putting the record out there. Lacey Evans has never been a nobody, and she never will be. Sorry, maybe in like 30 or 40 years. What's going on, Willie?
Let's see here.
I don't get it. I don't understand this, Jeff, but okay.
Here we go. Derek says, why wouldn't Lacey Evans enjoy the rub she's getting from being associated with Ric Flair? Absolutely. Like, this is my point exactly. Like, she's getting put over by Charlotte and Ric Flair. Also, I'm sure that she's getting a complimentary ride to Space Mountain. Have you ever been to Space Mountain, David?
I've been on it all of one time.
How did you enjoy your ride to Space Mountain?
It was okay. Not the biggest fan of roller coasters.
I hear you. What about one that's in the dark 100%?
That is Space Mountain, basically. Except for like all 5 seconds that you're in light, and then it's straight back into darkness. But anyways, that's not what I'm getting at here. I'm saying in terms of Lacey being uncomfortable, I'm talking about the whole, having to be all, lovey-dovey and everything like that. I mean, I get it. It gets her over. It gets her more credibility. But I'm saying, like, I don't know how she feels. I don't know how her husband feels either about this whole situation. If I was Lacey's husband, I mean, like, I don't know, dude.
I'm sure, like, this is what you signed up for. Like, like, what you're going to get yourself into. Plus, I'm pretty sure she's not really fucking Ric Flair.
Yeah, no shit.
But so then, what's the problem?
I don't know. Maybe she just feels uncomfortable, like having to be all lovey-dovey with him, like I said, and like having to kiss him. Why would I be uncomfortable?
I don't fucking know. I don't know. Maybe this doesn't get your rocks off when you're, looking at WWE women and going, oh, I just, I prefer her if I wasn't staring at Ric Flair's old raggedy skin. I don't know. Here's Trey. Trey says he'll give Lacey a ride to Space Mountain. Please, you can't even get it up. Mad Dog Kelly, what's up, what's up, buddy? How you doing? You're seeing a lot of guys over here. We got Victor Nash. What's up, Vic? Vic says Ric Flair's been to Space Mountain thanks to Road Warrior Hawk. I like this angle. I just feel like nothing happened today. Like, again, it was just like, I really I really want to see like Ric Flair cut a promo on Charlotte, like why he's doing this.
Exactly, because we saw a lot. Not really a preview, but we saw a lot of this stuff a few years back when when Charlotte was I don't know if it was women's champion or the Divas champion, was saying that, she does not need her father to be successful. But unfortunately, I mean, a lot of people are going to hate on me because of this. I think a lot of her success, I mean, not only does it have to do with her talent, she's very talented, also has to do with Ric Flair being her father. And, unfortunately, I think it's the unfortunate reality. You can deny it all you want, but it does play a factor.
I love it. I love it. Call me a dirty old man, but I love it.
What?
I love it. I love it. I can't wait to see more. I hope that this lasts for quite some time. I said this last week. I love it. Charmaine wants to remind you that this is a storyline.
Apparently, I'm a storyline. Okay.
David, it's a storyline. I understand Charmaine. Elvis wants to know where Andrade is. David, where's Andrade?
Beats fucking me, dude. I mean, I don't even know where he's been. He wasn't drafted. I think what they're trying to do, they're trying to figure out what they want to do with him. Either that or maybe he'll return to the Rumble. Like, I don't know what's been going on with him. Yeah, very funny, Chris. I'm looking at the Facebook comments.
I can tell you where he is. He's in the kitchen, barefoot and pregnant, where he should be.
Why would Andrade be pregnant? He's a male. That's not possible.
Moving on.
What? Hold up. You can't just bring that up and then just say moving on. I need logic behind this. What do you mean sitting in the kitchen pregnant? No, I want to hear what you have to say about this.
What I have to say about it is, like, that used to be like something that old-timey people used to say about women. Like, where's the woman? Oh, she's that way. So now why not reverse it?
Andrade's not a woman.
It doesn't matter. Maybe he can be pregnant.
It does matter.
This is 2021, David.
All right, man. Whatever you say, Steven.
What do you want to talk about next? Do you want to talk about Asuka and
anything besides Andrade's pregnancy? Let's talk about
her business, or do you want to talk about Alexa and Asuka?
Oh, okay. I was going to talk about Xavier Woods and Mace, but okay.
No, that can wait till the end of the show. Nobody's here for fucking Xavier Woods.
Whatever happened to save the best for last? Damn, fuck you too. Okay. Asuka.
That's their top five. We got our top five coming. Let's talk about Asuka and Alexa. Yeah, sure, no problem. Guys, we're 20 minutes in. If you just joined us, again, unpopular review. This is the Raw review show. We are, we just finished talking about Retribution's latest member, Randy Orton. Slapjack is upset, I'm sure. And yeah, we talked about Charlotte and Lacey, and we're about to talk about Alexa and Asuka. I forgot Asuka.
Why was that such a long?
It's because I forgot Asuka's name, just like Asuka forgot who she was tonight. And, that's what probably pissed me off the most about this segment. So in hour 2, Alexa welcomes Asuka to her playground. It's this playset construction thing that's in the middle of the ring. And she's, I guess, interviewing Asuka, but Asuka is like got this whole like she's afraid of Alexa, and that's where I think the best word to describe tonight's Raw is just disconnected, because Asuka's not this type of person. She's not this chicken shit face where she's like, I'm afraid of Alexa. She's beaten Alexa Bliss countless times. Like, why all of a sudden, just because she threw a fireball last week, like, Asuka spits fucking mist in people's faces. Are you kidding me? Like, why would she be afraid of this girl? And so, like, I don't buy that she's like, please don't get upset, Alexa. Please, let's do a little dance. It's so dumb. It is dumb. It was fucking horrible booking.
It's not really that bad at booking. I mean, when you think about it, they're portraying Alexa to have some sort of spirit of the Fiend either in her or on the outside standing next to her, ordering her around, directing her what to do. They're trying to make her look like a dominant. Okay, yeah, I understand that, but they're trying to make her look like a dominant force, and that's exactly what they made her look like tonight. I mean, I get you. You know, the Raw Women's Champion should not be acting like this. She should act a lot tougher, a lot stronger, and I agree. But, you know, that's just the nature of what they're doing.
Trey feels me. Look, we actually agree on something. Asuka shouldn't be scared of Alexa. That pissed me off, and it pissed me off more when Alexa beat Asuka. And so it's the loss doesn't piss me off as much as what transpired in the middle of the ring. Just, it's not Asuka's character to be afraid. Like, I can understand, like, if she's got that thing that she pointed at Randy Orton, right? And she's pointing it at Asuka. Like, I can understand it. And that be like, oh shit, no, let me do a fucking jig. Like, this makes no sense. Like, she looked like a clown. She looked like a bozo out there. And she's the Raw Women's Champion, and she's Asuka. Like, it is trash. And like,
I can tell you.
That's why I thought it was just complete. It just didn't make sense.
No,
so
I
now,
understand.
in the match, and the match is the last match of the night. You know, halfway through so I need to tell you that Alexa comes out to the ring with this pink shirt, like it's a pink short sleeve shirt underneath, and over it she's got this black kind of like overall skirt kind of thing going on. And the reason that I have to go into that, hey, what's up, Ron, is that in the middle of the match, right before the last commercial break of the night, the lights start flickering off like the Fiend's coming.
Right.
And then after the commercial break, you see Alexa in the middle of the ring, and now she's got a black shirt. So the pink shirt got replaced with a black shirt. And now she's got black lipstick. And now she looks possessed again.
Right.
And
that's
so
what's happening is that the Fiend is possessing her. That's what he's doing.
But this is so 3 minutes have gone by, and Alexa's standing there. Explain to me why Asuka didn't just decide, I'm gonna knock this bitch's block off while she's applying this black makeup or whatever it is. Like, I don't understand. And then, like, you kind of get some points where she's like ducking Asuka. Like, it made Asuka look ridiculous. And you know what? She got a fluke Sister Abigail onto her and pins her clean. Again, Alexa is a 2-time champion. That I can buy. But the fact that you have Asuka look like someone that she hasn't been, it's a big mistake in my eyes. David?
I mean, yeah, I can understand where you're coming from. You know, when it comes in terms of Asuka, she's a Raw Women's Champion. She has to be brave. She has to be strong. But like I'll say this again, Alexa Bliss, they are portraying her as a dominant force. There's nothing we can do about it. They don't want to make Alexa look weak, and unfortunately, they made Asuka look weak. And she also hasn't defended the title in how long now? So I don't really know I think Asuka is on the verge of losing this title. I think at this point they don't really know what to do with her in her run. You know, it's been an okay run, but I think it's time for a new Raw Women's Champion, and I think Charlotte is going to be the women's beater for that title. And what's going to happen is that Rhea Ripley is going to win this Rumble, and then they're going to have this matchup at Mania all over again because they're trying to make up for last year. But yeah.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I think that's where they're headed, right? They're gonna put Asuka and Alexa into a match, and I'm hoping that Randy costs that match so Asuka retains the title, because I don't think Alexa needs the title right now. I want to highlight this comment. I see a lot of people agreeing with me, and that's obvious because, you know, I'm a genius. But I want to highlight this guy, Jason Iverson. I saw Jason. I saw you, my man. I saw you in that Facebook group when Daniel decided to put up his troll thing, and I asked you to come by, and you did. Thank you for coming by. And he says, it also makes no sense why you guys are doing a WWE Raw review in the first place. Basically, you dudes are hypocrites. You just attacked the WWE storyline, yet you watch the trash. You know what? You're absolutely right, Jason. I 1000%. You know what? You're right. I'm leaving.
What the? Okay.
No, I'm not leaving. Fuck you guys. I'm back. What? Just because we're doing a fucking Raw review show, we can't say that we didn't like the show? We gotta say it. We gotta. Which one is it? Which one is it? I got the fucking Daniel Miller telling me that I kiss Vince's ass, and then I got you telling me that I gotta kiss Vince's ass. That's right. Pucker up, baby. And then I got guys telling me that I shouldn't kiss your ass. Oh, well, I don't like a kiss ass. So which one is it? Which one is it, Pops? Do I kiss your ass or do I not kiss your ass? Listen to me. I don't got time for this bullshit. I gotta go bury Asuka and Ricochet at the same time. Go fuck yourself. Tell those two idiots to go watch another show. Tell them to go watch whatever other goddamn garbage is on now. See you later. All right. You heard it from Pops. He told me to tell you, go fuck yourself. Thank you. David.
Okay. All right. I'm pretty sure that Vince McMahon,
Thank
first
you,
of all, is not your father. Also, fuck you, Vince, for trying to pair Ricochet again. Whatever. I'll get to that later. Elvis says Steven is always right.
Thank you.
Her business is gonna split up. Jeff says Sheba was afraid of Abaddon. What's the difference?
Who?
Sheeta, the current AEW Women's Champion. I don't even know AEW, and I know this. Come on.
How am I supposed to know who she is? She only shows up like once every 2 months on AEW.
Nah, that is true. I'll give you that one.
And Abaddon. Who's Abaddon?
Abaddon is this sort of like scary wrestler woman.
Oh, you mean Su Yung?
No, not Su Yung. There is a Su Yung. It's basically Su Yung 2.0.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Very good. So yeah, what do you think about? You got any thoughts on Alexa Bliss and Asuka?
What do you mean? I've already said it twice. What my thoughts are on this match. What?
I want to. David's afraid of a lot of things. Jason says that's just it. What is the common trend? A huge WWE negative. It's pushing new stars, yet Vince ignores that. Listen, new stars. What does new stars mean? Is Alexa a new star? She's been less than 10 years. She's been less than, what is it? Almost, I think she's been around almost 5 years, right? Technically, in my eyes, like I'm an old wrestling fan. So to me, like people like Charlotte, even though she's like, 10-time champion by now, she's still new to me. Like Sasha's still new. All these up and comers that were in NXT like 5 years ago, they're still new.
Yeah.
What do you want to see? Ivar? You want to see Ivar as the goddamn champion? What do you guys want? I don't get it. You want Ricochet as the champion? What do you want? I don't get it. Who's new? You want Lacey Evans as the champion? She's gonna get it eventually. Who you want? Lana? I want Lana. It's gonna happen. Relax. Hold your horses.
George Lewis.
Riddle's gonna be the champion. Riddle's gonna be a champion. You'll see. Right now, wait.
Yeah.
Listen, I want to apologize. I know that this is gonna set off fucking Daniel Miller. Not everybody can be AEW. Not everybody can give their title to a 125-pound skateboarding kid and have him bury a 280-pound muscle-bound guy that should easily snap this boy's neck and still get buried.
Are we talking about Darby Allin and Brian Cage?
We're talking about the wrestler formerly known as Brian Cage because now he's deceased.
Did I miss something? Did Brian Cage die in an episode of AEW Dark or something? Like,
Oh yeah, definitely. He died last Wednesday.
Okay.
This guy fucking lost. He got his ass handed to him by fucking Skateboard Punk in a match where he didn't even fucking use the skateboard to smash over Cage's head. Cage beat this guy to a fucking pulp for 20 minutes and then lost. But that's pushing new talent, everybody. Hashtag fire Taz. Taz is the worst fucking manager ever. Jeff is right. We do a podcast. We do a podcast. Hold on, I'll get you. We do a podcast called Hammerlock Hangover. You guys can check it out in major podcast venues. And that's what Jeff says. Taz is the worst manager ever, and he's absolutely right.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I don't really necessarily agree with that. I don't know how is Taz the worst manager ever. Let's go ahead. Let's hear it.
Who does he manage?
Brian Cage, Ricky Starks, and Will Hobbs.
And Brian Cage has done what?
He's current FTW champion.
What does that mean?
He's the FTW champion. That's what that means.
Who did he get that title from?
It was crowned to him by Taz.
So he didn't beat anybody for it?
No, he doesn't have to.
Right. So he has
where are we talking about? Oh my god.
He has a title that means nothing. And he set up this match with Darby and he lost. He's a loser. He's got 5 guys in his stable and they're afraid of old ass Sting and Skateboard Pete. Like, that's the fucking problem. That's the problem.
Oh Lord. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's
why does the Darby Allin's size have to be an issue with White? It was believable. Cage, he manhandled this guy for fucking 20 minutes, and then he fucking gets a win. But oh no, he's a soldier. He perseveres is the story, right? Are you kidding me? That's a joke. It's a goddamn joke.
It's a joke.
They could have made. They could have. Brian Cage is probably one of the biggest guys that they've got in AEW, and they don't care about pushing big guys.
Okay, hold on. Why are we talking about AEW? Why did we get on the subject in the first place?
Because these guys want to talk about new talent. So we're talking about new talent. Charlotte buried Ripley. We talked about this. Charlotte makes you don't understand how the system works, my man. Like,
we're talking about
Charlotte didn't bury Ripley. Ripley's still here. When she fucking debuts in 2 weeks at the Royal Rumble, she's gonna get a fucking. If they were in front of people, she'd get a monstrous pop. You know why? Because of the fucking fact that Charlotte puts her over. For the fact that she's in the same ring and goes toe-to-toe in a wrestling match with Charlotte, that puts her over. You don't need a win to get over.
Right. If we're talking about burying here, I was talking about this with someone earlier. They said that AJ Styles buries people, and I absolutely agree. AJ Styles, okay. Yeah, I know, Chris. I'm aware that Chris talked about that. That's why I try to, because I feel like it's a common trend that every time I mention a conversation with someone, it's always Chris. So I just try to keep it someone. Don't mention it.
I love this comment. I love this. I love it. I love it. Because you douchebags bash AEW yet praise WWE. So where were you a couple minutes ago where you were like, you guys are talking shit about Raw and yet you watch Raw. But yet now, so which one is it? Am I sucking his dick or am I not sucking his dick? Which one is it? You guys can't even fucking figure out your goddamn comments right. Fucking Christ, Jesus. Working me up, man. Where's Tucker? Who knows? He'll probably be in AEW next week, and then these two idiots are going to be like, it was the greatest debut ever. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
He's getting pushed so hard.
Daniel Miller's got to go. I agree, Sharman.
He's doing such a much better job being a gamer. AJ Styles versus Ricochet. Let's talk about that. So
Okay.
Ricochet, this is a match that got put together because Ricochet is supposed to prove himself, right, to Adam Pearce, and he's going to get his opportunity. And I don't understand what he was getting an opportunity for. Is this to like get into the Royal Rumble, or is this just?
So I'm going to do this again. I can't believe it. I was talking with Chris earlier, and he actually I didn't get to watch a lot of SmackDown, and he said a similar thing happened with Drew Gulak. Is that God, I gotta spit it out. Drew Gulak had to earn his. Actually, no. Drew Gulak tried to declare for the Royal Rumble, and Adam Pearce actually did not let him because he's not a big enough superstar. So that just shows you right there. Ricochet's not a big enough superstar. He had to earn his spot, and of course, what happened? AJ Styles buried him again. Same thing happened at Extreme Rules. Same thing happened at SummerSlam. God, I am sick of this shit. And was there interference with the outside? Of course. Of course there was. Of course there was interference. I'm throwing my socks. I'm getting angry. On the fucking outside.
I'm throwing my socks. You're such a clown. I'm throwing my socks. I'm so angry. Here's the problem with
it's frustrating.
No, I hear you. Here's the problem. Your screen changed, by the way, in the back. So,
oh shit.
Here's the problem that ended up happening with this Ricochet segment is you had Ricochet and Adam Pearce is giving him an opportunity, and he's all like, "Yes, sir, Mr. Pearce. We're gonna do great. I'm gonna thank you for the opportunity. I'm not gonna make you regret this." So
and then he lost. Okay, listen. I will say this. I'm not saying this as a bias towards Ricochet. Honestly, this was a great match. I think this is a hell of a lot better than the Styles Ricochet matches that have happened in the past. Honestly, yeah. I mean, it was a good match, but unfortunately, Ricochet did not win, as usual.
Yeah, I thought I uploaded the video of him. There was a good spot in this match where AJ was going to go for the phenomenal forearm, and Ricochet reverses it into a recoil.
Right. That was really cool to watch. And what else was cool to watch is Ricochet tried to what was it? He tried to do a move, and then Styles threw him onto the ropes, and then he came back up from the ropes, and then he put him in a Styles clash. That was cool. Yeah. It was a good match. This is definitely they should have had this type of caliber match at SummerSlam or Extreme Rules, but unfortunately that did not happen. Both of those matches were not good. But yeah,
I thought with the backstage segment, I thought Ricochet was going to go over. And then when he reversed the phenomenal forearm into a recoil and then didn't get the 3 count, I knew right then and there AJ was going to win. No doubt about it. David, you're a Ricochet fan.
I am.
How does Ricochet come out of this?
He doesn't. I think this is his one opportunity at redemption, and they blew it. So he's not coming out of this. It's over. There's nothing else to do. What is he going to do?
Is he buried?
He's been buried. He just got reburied tonight. He was finally digging himself out of the grave, and AJ Styles said, "What's good?" Fucking dug the hole, threw him back in it, and made sure to put a pile of rocks over it this time. It's over. It's over.
What about if he has a really good showing at the Royal Rumble? What if he has that
He's not in it. This was for a Royal Rumble spot. He's not.
No, I don't think it was that clear. I mean, he's still got next week. What if Pearce is like, "All right, buddy, I'm going to give you another shot."
He might. I mean, if he does, all the power to him. But again, if not, it's over.
Will you get rid of your?
Either that or that's a Mania feud. Either that or that's a Mania feud.
Will you get over your? Will you get over your Will you burn your Ricochet shirt?
No.
Oh, so it's not that heavy.
Why would I burn my Ricochet shirt just because he lost? That doesn't make any sense.
I don't know. I just maybe thought, that's what happens. Tom Brady left the Patriots, and I thought some people were burning his jersey, so I thought you'd do that. Ruben Lopez, what's up, Ruben?
Not only are you taking shots at my favorite wrestler, you're also taking shots at my favorite team. Okay. All right. What's your favorite football team, Steven?
The New York Giants.
Okay. Last time when they were relevant was when they beat us at the Super Bowl 10 years ago. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not 9, not 8. 2011, buddy.
You know what's the similarity that the Patriots and the Giants had this year?
What?
They both didn't make the playoffs, so shut the fuck up.
That doesn't matter. We have so much more of a better chance of making the playoffs next year than you ever will. You haven't made the playoffs in 10 years.
You obviously don't know
how many
you don't know what you're talking about.
Not 1, not 2, not 3. We have 6. Motherfucking 6. How many do you have? 2. And those
we
were
fought you. Oh my god! Please, I'm not gonna get it. Now we're not gonna. We can do that later. Bouncing. He is bouncing. He likes bouncing. Daniel Miller says this show has no logic. Well, listen, it's obvious that we run at a higher IQ, and you don't get it. So it's okay. It's all right. It's all right. Derek says again, this makes no sense. Why does Ricochet need to prove himself to be in the Royal Rumble match? I don't know. I mean, Ricochet.
Because he's not, like I said, he's not a big enough superstar. That's the point that's trying to be put across. They're trying to put him across as an underdog. They had a perfect opportunity, but no, he wouldn't. No, he wouldn't, Jason. I'll explain why. Yeah.
Oh, Jess is here. Hi, Jess.
Of course. Now you're just coming in for that. Yeah. 4 Super Bowls. What, 2 in like the 1970s? All right. Where was that comment? Where was that other comment? Yeah. No, and here's why. AEW.
Hold on.
Treats high flyers.
Hold on. Let me set this up for you. The question is, Jason asked. Ricochet says he's not asking. He's making a statement. Ricochet would benefit greatly in AEW. Do you agree?
No.
Go ahead.
Not at all. And here's why. Like I said, I'm doing this again. I had this conversation with Chris. He would not benefit from AEW because they treat high flyers the exact same way WWE treats high flyers. What are the Lucha Bros doing? Nothing. The Young Bucks get that good treatment because they're the Young Bucks. They're a part of the elite. But yeah, Ricochet is going to get the same exact treatment. He's going to be on AEW Dark every week. Probably jobbing out to like Kenny Omega, who makes his once-in-a-lifetime appearance on AEW Dark. And then that'll be it. Like, honestly, he would fare off much better either on the Indies, not Impact, on the Indies or MLW. MLW.
Okay. George says, what's up, George? George says, not sure if he's buried. He's on TV every week. He's going to get his spot.
Where was he the last 2 weeks, George?
He had COVID. We don't know for sure. Where was Keith Lee tonight?
I was going to ask the same thing. Where was Keith Lee tonight?
Just kidding.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I don't want to get sued by Keith Lee.
Yeah, no Lee or Yim.
Oh.
Maybe.
Maybe. Or they're on vacation together. Who knows?
That's possible. Jason
says,
he just got off a championship match 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I don't know.
Jason says, do you geeks realize the Rumble has all sorts of competitors from jobbers to main event talent? Oh, what?
Oh my God. This man just made the biggest discovery of all time. Holy shit. Jobbers to main event level? No way. Steve,
first off, like,
did you know this?
There's no real like jobber in the Royal Rumble. Like, there are guys like Drew Gulak that they don't really give him anything to do, but he'll be there for a spot. A jobber is like a guy that like always loses. Like in the 80s and early 90s, you had guys like Barry Horowitz, Iron Mike Sharp that like always fucking lost matches. Like that's their job.
It's to be jobbers.
That's what enhancement talent did. But, you know, people like Natty Neidhart are not jobbers. People like Mandy Rose are not jobbers. People like Ricochet, he's not a jobber. He's going to get his win back. You'll see.
Whatever.
Where are we in this show? Guys, if you're watching, please make sure you like, love, and share this broadcast, even if we disagree.
Right.
You know,
and you know what?
we can have a friendly discussion. You see, this guy Daniel and Jason, we have disagreements, but they're still here to have these disagreements. So we are, you know, having friendly banter. We're not banning anybody. We're not, unless somebody gets unruly and, you know, not nice and starts doing that. But if you guys want to have a debate, we're more than welcome to have a debate. We love that.
Before we get to the next segment, I'd actually like to take this time to take a short commercial break. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching us. We will be right back after these messages.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching this edition of Unpopular Review. While you're at it, why don't you give us a follow on these beautiful social media platforms known as Facebook and Twitter at Unpopular Review. But there's another one. Give us a follow on Instagram. We got funny pictures, we got updates, and we have things where we tell you everything that's going on. So why don't you give us a follow on Instagram at unpopular.review. And now, back to the show.
I know it ain't going nowhere. It ain't no lie. I to see you out that door, baby. Bye, 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 bye. They didn't even know. We talk wrestling and we do karaoke.
Listen, what these people need to know is that if they want to be our lovers, they got to be down with our friends, because making love is easy. Friendship never ends.
If you want to
there
be
we go.
Lover, you
want to be my friend.
Make it last forever. Because
friendship never ends. Hey.
If you want to be my lover, you got to get with my friends. Make it.
Yeah. Hey, Mom, what's going on? Yeah, I know it's after midnight. Listen. I'm sorry I woke you up. I just found something out. Did you know that in the Royal Rumble, there's all kinds of talent that participates in this Royal Rumble? Like main event stars to like low card stars? Did you know this? Okay. Hello? Mom? Hello? I guess she didn't appreciate me breaking that news to her after midnight here on the East Coast. Guys, you're watching Unpopular Review. I just got hung up on by my mother because I guess I was giving her information that she already knew. And she didn't like the fact that I woke her up at 12 midnight.
I don't think she liked that fact either.
No, I don't. Wow, look, we're seeing each other in the background.
Yeah, frame by frame. I wonder if there's like a continuous loop. If I like put my head this way, if it like the camera focuses a little bit, there's like a okay. What am I doing? Okay, let's move on.
You're making this. Hold on. I need a reset. You're watching Unpopular Review. This is the Monday Night Raw review show. We are about halfway through with Raw. And if you didn't know any better, please make sure, before I get into that statement, please make sure you like, love, and share this broadcast with everybody that you know and you love. If you like to argue with us, and then send it to other friends of yours that you think will back you up because you need some backup. Obviously, you come here alone, making no sense. It's obviously that you're going to need some backup. Speaking of which, David, did you know that this channel is run by jobbers?
So we're jobbers.
We're jobbers.
Thank you, Daniel Miller. The
Somebody
biggest
said-
mark of all time. Always rating Raw -1, no matter how good the episode was. Likes to call us jobbers. Okay, because we're the jobbers. All right.
I like that he's here for at least an hour and watching Jobber.
Right, and it's really funny that he sits here and he criticizes the product, and then he sits here not only does he sit through all 3 hours of Raw, he also sits here and he watches our review show, our Raw results show, and basically every single one of our shows that tend to run from like an hour to an hour and a half. So there you go.
Yeah. I don't know how to feel about this jobber thing.
Charmaine's already given her top 5. She's already jumped the gun.
We're good. I think she doesn't want us to fight anymore with jobbers. Oh, sorry. No, we're the jobbers. I forgot. The logical choice to win the Royal Rumble is clearly Big E, but I highly doubt that will play out that way. You're probably right, or you're probably wrong. That's how that happens. It's either you're right or you're wrong. Let's talk about some. Some of the lower card matches of tonight. Let's talk about Xavier Woods versus Mace. Xavier Woods lost to Mace. Last week he lost to T-Bar. I think this is going to be an ongoing trend until Kofi gets back from his broken jaw, supposedly. His broken jaw. I think they're building something between Retribution and the New Day, which I think is good because the New Day can put over Retribution as they are. Why is this comment still highlighted? Thank you. And then you also had Mandy Rose versus Shayna Baysler. Here's another thing that, again, they left you hanging on something. So before the match, you've got, I forget if it was Charlie or Sarah Schreiber. One of them is interviewing Shayna about the match, and she says she doesn't care about anything that happens. It's all for one in the Royal Rumble, and then Nia's right behind her, and she's all like, yo, what about me? Like, I carry this entire team. And she's like, I got a match. So Mandy Rose versus Shayna Baysler. And just like the other ones, Shayna taps out Mandy. How many times are we going to see this match?
That's what I was trying to tell Chris. And I don't know. We keep having these repeat matches.
I mean, I love...
Even if it's not repeat matches, we have the same few people in the same fucking segments every week. Okay, I'm not trying to turn into decap red here. Yes, I understand it's a storyline, but this storyline's been going on for like 2+ months now. Like, come on, bro. It's been Mandy Rose, Dana Brooke, Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler for how long now? Mix it up a little, please. Like, I don't know if we have, like, I don't know what they're doing with Naomi. They're just letting her sit in the back and catering when they could be throwing her out there, in some of these tag matches. Even it's better than doing nothing. Just saying. I get it. It's storyline, but eventually people get sick and tired of it. And I can see they're starting to lose their creativity here. And I knew that was going to happen because they kept a lot of the same people on the same brands after the brand split. Or after the draft this past October. Oh, that's right. Naomi's injured again.
I've got to be honest with you, David. You just said a lot of things, and I don't understand what the hell you just said.
Okay, a lot of people don't. But that's okay. And so
Victor says that our show is better than Raw, so we're doing pretty good for a couple jobbers. How long have you been watching WWE World's World? Oh man, look at that! You guys are real funny with these acronyms. World's Worst Entertainment, like.
Okay, Daniel Miller.
I've been watching it since, what is it, WrestleMania 3? Let me see if I can do this math. How do I do this math real quick? We're at WrestleMania 37, WrestleMania 3. Is that 34 years? I think that's right. Did I do that math right? 34 years. I've been watching wrestling for 34 years. That includes ECW, WCW, WWE, WWF, AEW. So I've been around the block. I'm a tag team slut, as Chris Jericho, or was it Sam? Who coined that phrase? Was it Sammy or was it
I think it was Chris Jericho.
No, they called him the tag team slut. Anyways, Javon says Rumble 1, Seth Rollins, Keith Lee, or Brock. Oh, the winners will be either Seth Rollins, Keith Lee, or Brock. I think
not the Rumble. It makes no sense. If it's gonna be anyone, it's gonna be either Keith Lee or it's gonna be Big E. It's probably gonna be Keith Lee, maybe.
Well, I mean, Javon's got a point in that if the rumor of Drew McIntyre versus Keith Lee versus Brock is legit, and I would like to believe that it is, you're either going to get Keith Lee or you're going to get Brock. And I think Keith Lee winning this Royal Rumble makes sense. But Brock doesn't need to win the Royal Rumble. He can just show up and be like, I'm here, bitches, like Thanos. Just come in and be like, give me my title shot. So I think it's gonna be Keith Lee. That's my men's pick. And I think Bianca's gonna win for SmackDown.
Okay.
Elvis says he loves seeing his peach Mandy. Good. I'm glad.
Good for you, Elvis.
It's funny. I was texting Mandy earlier this week, and she says she likes seeing you too, Elvis. George says, y'all are fickle. Mandy had a damn good match with Shayna. What's been lost is appreciation for wrestling. Hey, I love Mandy. I mean, she's great.
Yes, thank you for making that public.
I love Mandy. I love Lana. I miss Lana. Lana would have made this show a lot better. Let's talk. I think the last two things that we need to talk about is Hardy and Riker and the Hurt Business. Maybe we are saving the best for last, Dave.
Maybe. So let's talk about.
Oh, no. We forgot about this one thing. All right, let's talk about Jeff Hardy, and then let's talk about the return of Gillberg, and then we can talk about the Hurt Business.
For the first time in 4 years.
Who, Gillberg?
Yeah.
Showed up? Yeah. We're going to talk about Gillberg.
He was here in 2017, and then he showed up tonight.
Yeah. I don't keep those type of records.
I knew as soon as I saw those guys bring the sparklers out, I knew it immediately. I was like, God damn it, they did it again. He did the same thing with the Kevin Owens Chris Jericho thing.
I thought that was pretty funny.
It was funny. It was a great segment. Yeah, why don't we? You want to talk about it while we're on it?
I guess. All right, let's get into it. So, the dirt sheet happens with Miz and Morrison. Morrison, by the way, I mean, he's like a fine wine. This guy coming back has done a great job of just being very entertaining in his role. He's super funny. Definitely future Hall of Famer with his partner, The Miz. So they say that they're going to interview Goldberg. They introduce Goldberg, and then Dwayne Gill, formerly known as, and pretty much the only time that he's ever been over is as Gillberg, and he returns as Gillberg. Here's a picture of Gillberg. So it's always good to see WWE legends come back, and here's a WWE legend, Gillberg. And they also, after introducing Dwayne Gillberg, they also had Drew McIntyre, who again was in quarantine for two weeks. But Drew McIntyre came out, and here's Drew McIntyre.
Yep. And apparently he's from New Jersey, I think. So we've heard that he was actually not born in Scotland. He was born in New Jersey. He decided to fly down for tonight's Raw, break out of quarantine a little early, and he wanted to make a statement on Gillberg.
Yeah, so I thought this was funny. This guy came out with like half his ass showing out of his kilt, and
I saw that.
And what did Drew say? Drew showed up via his like phone. He recorded something on his phone, and he's like, "I saw the guy that was supposed to be Mini-Me. He had the body frame of a melting candle." Yo, I thought that was hilarious. I thought that was pretty funny on Drew McIntyre. See, Drew can be funny. So yeah, we had that. And what do you think of this segment? Was it funny? Was it interesting? I mean, they're trying to do the best they can with the fact that they don't have Goldberg and they don't have Drew McIntyre.
Right, because they had to quarantine. But I think it was a good entertaining entertaining. Oh my god, I still screwed it up. Entertaining segment.
I thought so too. I thought it again. It's time filler, and you know, at the end of that segment, you had the Miz saying that he wanted to cash in his. I don't know if it was like that clear, right? Like, is he going to cash in or is he not going to cash in?
I mean, no, he made it pretty clear tonight that he was going to cash in on whatchamacallit. He was going to cash in as soon as Goldberg wins at the Royal Rumble.
You mean Drew McIntyre?
Goldberg's going to win. You'll see.
You'll see. He's not going to win.
Just saying, bro.
All right. You want to put some money on this?
Why would I put money on it?
Because that's how bets work. Like, they make it more interesting. Like, if we put, like, what do you want to do? Put 10? You want to put 5 down? You want to put 10 down? You want to put a sandwich, some buffalo wings, a pizza? Do you want to put anything down on this? I'm going to take that as a no. Fuck it. We'll move on. You know you can bet on the Royal Rumble?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty stupid that you can, because you never know who's gonna. Or no, it's not stupid that you can, but it's stupid that people would actually do that, because it's so easy to lose money on that. Like, you don't know who's gonna win the fucking Rumble. Like, it's so hard to predict. Like last year, I mean, I think it was pretty obvious with Drew McIntyre, but.
Ruben says, Little McIntyre reminds me of an angry leprechaun. It's entertaining. B+.
I was going to say that. He's kind of more Irish than Scottish.
Unpopular review. I don't know. I'm sorry. I can't understand that one. Puppy refusal.
Okay.
I don't know, Jalen. You usually so good for comments, and
he forgot to introduce himself tonight. He usually puts just his full name, Jalen Young, as soon as he gets in here. But
yeah, he likes to put himself over. But I don't know what he was typing there. Goldberg is not winning, says George Lewis. Hey man, I hear you.
I guess Jason agrees on that one.
Jason says Lana is trash. What do we got here? Goldberg taking the loss is the only way to go. George says, so was Raw better this week than last week? I think it was better, but it wasn't that much better. Like, instead of like a this, you get a this. Put shots on it. Let's do shots. No, you know what? Because it might be the last match of the night, so I don't think we can do shots. Or maybe the Royal Rumble will be the last match.
Fireball?
Yeah, let's do a shot of Fireball. There you go.
All right. George, you showing up?
Yeah, George is gonna be there.
By the way, George, it was great having you on the show last week, man.
George will be there. He'll enjoy it. He'll probably try to get those side bets going. Let's see. Let's talk about Jeff Hardy and Jackson Riker. So we had again, I guess these guys had to match up again because there was tomfoolery last week. I don't know. So we had to get Jeff Hardy and Jackson Riker some time. There's some infighting between Riker and Elias. Jackson is like, are you going to have my back, Elias, in a pre-tape segment backstage? And he's like, no, I'm not going to interfere. And then he ends up interfering in the match. And I liked his explanation. Jeff is about to go up to the top rope and he's going to do the swanton. And Elias runs up to the top steel steps and he pushes Jeff off. And Jackson Riker's like, yo, I had him. And he's like, no, you didn't. Like, he was about to hit you with the swanton. Nobody gets up from that. and Jackson Riker goes, I might have. And he's like, no, you're not. So, I thought that was pretty funny. And then Jeff Hardy attacks the both of them. Obviously this is leading to a match between Riker and Elias, a match that absolutely nobody's asking for. But you're going to get it anyway.
Yep, and then Jackson Riker is solely responsible for the downfall of the Forgotten Sons. But okay.
It's all right. let's talk about the Hurt Business and Matt Riddle, and then that'll wrap up Raw for tonight, and then we'll catch up on our comments. Big Daddy Cool, I will call you on Chris to quit. Chris is entertaining. Why would I ask him to quit? Here's the thing. I don't ask you to quit, and you're nothing but a troll, but it is what it is. I still love you anyway. Probably the only time that you've heard that word with 4 letters, love. I still love you, even though you hate me and think I'm a jobber. Let's see here. Oh my God, where did I write these notes? Here we go. Riddle and the Hurt Business. So early on backstage, you had the Hurt Business coming in, and they run into Riddle, and he's in his regular jumpsuit and flip flops, and he's making jokes about how they look so, I guess, debonair. And he goes to Bobby Lashley. No one would ever call you Slobby Bobby. Oh no! Before that, there was this. There was this good. Oh my God, I'm forgetting what the joke was, but it was a really good joke between Riddle and Shelton Benjamin. Hold on a second, I got to bring this up because it was pretty funny.
Talking about it, I know what you're talking about.
You remember the one I'm talking about?
I remember the one you're talking about, but I can't remember like the actual joke.
Oh, okay. So yeah, they're kind of trying to put down Riddle, and so Riddle says, "I'm gonna take the high road," and Shelton goes, "Yeah, I bet you would." I thought that was funny.
Look at this. Look what Charmaine said.
I don't care what Daniel and Jason say. Steven and David are the best hosts.
Hashtag hi hater. What the fuck? Okay.
You hear that, Chris?
Thank you, Charmaine. I appreciate it. Yeah, hear that, Chris? We're the best hosts. A show.
Please. You don't know what you're talking about.
There's tension in the Hurt Business. Yep, there definitely is.
There is tension in the Hurt Business. So this backstage
That's so fucked up.
This backstage segment. We're gonna get to this in a minute, Jeff. Jeff says that Leo Rush is being played by Cedric the Alexander. I like that. So after this segment, right? Slobby Bobby, or as I like to call him, Bobby Smashley, decides to smash Riddle's foot, but he completely misses his foot. Like
yeah, but Riddle sold it well. That's how what Riddle does.
He sold it well, yes, but more importantly, Bobby Smashley is so powerful that he misses this man's foot entirely, hits the ground, and still causes this amount of damage. Bobby Smashley is so powerful.
Look at Jason.
Bobby Smashley is so powerful that he missed this man's foot entirely.
He's talking about this.
Oh, is he? Oh, about Cedric the Alexander?
That's what he's talking about, Jason. God damn it.
I was about to call him Cedric the Entertainer.
What, Leo?
So that's how powerful Smashley is. And then this leads to a match. So I'm going to set this up for you. David.
Did you forget my name for a second? Did you have to remind us?
No. So when Riddle teams up with Jeff Hardy, they are the
Hardy Bros.
So when Riddle teams up with the Lucha House Party, they are the
Oh, god damn it. The Lucha Bros.
That's right.
The Lucha Bros. The Lucha Bros are in WWE.
The Lucha Bros made it to WWE. Congratulations. I just thought that was fun.
Lucha House Bros.
Obviously, somebody is watching AEW. It wouldn't surprise me, like, if somebody booked that and Vince was like it flew right over his head. Like, I'm pretty sure he doesn't even know who the fuck the Lucha Bros are. He's just like, yeah, all right, just run with it.
Oh my god.
And I'm sure like the writers probably get a kick out of the fact that like, oh my god, we're gonna put this on the air. It's obviously like a wink to AEW, and Vince doesn't fucking know. Like, all of it is funny.
Look at Jason. Lashley and Moose. Worst spear ever. Who the fuck rolls during the spear?
I'd love.
Matt Riddle does.
I'd love to see. I'd love to see what Jason does in the ring. Like,
I don't care about Alicia Fox.
There's a lot of criticism. Nobody. Lana can't wrestle. So and so can't wrestle. Nobody knows how to do a spear. Like, oh my god. Like, there's a lot of criticism, man. Like, I'd like to see what you can do in the ring.
Dreams Real Estate says nice Raw on the back, David. Thank you. I appreciate it.
So,
yeah, Raw logo, not Raw. Okay.
American Dream Real Estate says that they like you raw.
What the fuck?
The best jokes are when you make yourself pop.
Best spear in AEW? What? I don't want to talk about AEW. Goddamn. That's some TMZ-ish right there. Okay. All right, let's get back on subject here. So let's talk about this last match.
So we've got Cedric in the ring, and it's Grand Metalik, Lindsay Dorado, and Riddle versus Bobby Smashley, Cedric, and Shelton. And in the entire match, you've got just a lot of infighting between Cedric. He's very cocky. He's full of himself. Hey, watch me do this, Shelton. They get into a shoving match. And it's obvious that MVP doesn't have control of his guys because they keep fighting with each other. So, but they still win the match because Bobby Smashley is like, I'm sick of you two fighting. Let me just put one of these clowns in the hurt lock and make him tap out. And that's exactly what he did. So he wins the match by putting Grand Metalik in the hurt lock. And, they win, but, it looks like they might be breaking up. I don't know. And
they've been
at the
having
end of the
problems
match,
for months now. Ever since they won, like even before they won the tag titles, they've been having problems. So
at the end of the match, it's Riddle versus Riddle punks the Hurt Business by smacking him around a little bit and then runs away, and that's pretty much the end of Raw. What do you think? Do you think the Hurt Business is breaking up?
Maybe after the Raw after Mania, I think they will.
I don't think they're breaking up, but I do think that Cedric is going to get excommunicated from the team. I think he's going to be taken out, and I wouldn't be surprised if he gets replaced by Riddle.
Maybe no. I don't think so. But I think that if Cedric gets excommunicated, I think he'll go on to have a very good singles run. I definitely think if they do some sort of trade idea, he would benefit from being on SmackDown. He has very much developed his charisma. He's really worked on himself. Has great moveset, can cut good promos in my eyes. But yeah, I think this guy definitely has a good future, even though it didn't seem like it. Maybe like a year ago, if you asked me if Cedric Alexander had a future, I would have said no. But yeah, that answer has completely changed for today.
Yeah, he's definitely on the come up. I think this is good for him. Just how like The Rock had to, and I'm not comparing The Rock to Cedric Alexander. I'm just saying in the situation where like The Rock broke away from the nation, or he ended up pushing Farouk out of the nation. I wouldn't be surprised if this is the same thing. I'm interested to see where it goes. I think that to close up on Raw, like this Raw was a little bit better than last week's, but it's still missing something. And what I can't understand is SmackDown hits on so many levels. It is such a good show on SmackDown, and they can't do the same thing on Monday night for some reason. Like, I don't know why. There's just, again, the best description is disconnect. because
Look at
there's
this.
just a disconnect. Hell no, Steven, there's no need for Riddle in the Hurt Business. I think Riddle in the Hurt Business would be hilarious. Like Owen Hart was in the Nation. I think he would be real funny. Yeah.
The fuck? Okay.
Go look it up on the network. It was really funny stuff, man. It was really good.
All right.
Yeah, I think that would be interesting to me. So yeah, I mean, I would give this Raw a sideways. Like it's still not good enough. And we've got next week's Monday Night Raw as oh, now I see a comment. Now I got to argue with this guy again. I see that it just doesn't make sense. Like, you know, it's the same stuff, like just swirled away around in a different way. Like I feel like this is just the same chili. We're just rotating beans and the broth, and it's the same thing. Like we're not making any new dishes.
David hosts a wrestling show. Okay.
He does.
Whatever that means.
It's obvious.
Her business and replaced by Kofi. No. Funniest thing I heard all week.
So here's the thing. Hold up a second, because you're going too fast. Hold up. So I want to address this. Jason thinks it's funny that SmackDown hits on so many levels. Right now, Roman Reigns is the number one wrestler. He is by far the most entertaining wrestling character on TV right now. The storyline of him being this mob boss, the head of the table, like it hits. Sasha Banks is a star. Like all of these guys are stars. Bianca is coming up. It's entertaining. All of that stuff. The stuff between, you see now Apollo in the same room with Roman. It's all entertaining. It's all right. We're going to give this guy a rub just a little bit. The writing is more consistent with like a 2-hour show. Whereas here it's just completely discombobulated. So, you know, I don't know. If you don't like SmackDown, I don't know. Maybe you need to check for COVID. I don't fucking know. But, you know, it's obvious to me that there's something missing.
Yeah. Do you have any final thoughts on this match before we get into our top 5 of the week?
No.
All right. Oh yeah, did I give my thoughts on this match? I thought this match was a decent match. You know, Riddle looks strong as always, and I think, you know, even with Lucha House Party, you know, Dylan likes to complain like he was tonight because he was over here for Raw, that the Lucha House jobbers and they suck at wrestling, but they really don't suck at wrestling. They're decent wrestlers, and they made Matt Riddle look good, and that's what matters. Even though Matt Riddle lost, he lost in a convincing way, in convincing fashion, should I say? But yeah, I do too, Jason. But you ready for this top 5?
Let's go through these comments first, and then let's go into the top 5.
Cool.
So Jason says he doesn't agree with Bianca losing to Bayley. It's progression, you know. It's nothing. She didn't lose like she looks like a complete idiot. Like she's in the same dance. She's got Bayley as a dance partner. That means something. Like that's what you need to think about. Yeah, let's get into our top 5.
Right, and
I'm going to shock a lot of AEW fans with
before
my top
that,
5.
ladies and gentlemen, make sure that you go and subscribe to us on YouTube. You know, we are working to release content each and every single day on that platform. I'm putting the link in the chat, so make sure to go check us out. And you can also watch our live show from there. So just make sure to go smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, and yeah. Are we going like on a commercial break or something? Why are we putting the thumbnail up? Should get like a voiceover guy for that. Like
we have Ron. Ron does voiceovers.
Top 5 wrestlers of the week. I don't even know. Okay.
Why don't you do it?
I ruin things. All right. So top 5. Who's going first? Me? Me,
Okay,
okay.
you go first. I like your top 5. Go ahead.
All right, so number 5, Xylee. Xylee continued her dominance this week on NXT by defeating another enhancement talent or performance center talent, whatever. I'm really happy that she's finally getting the push. She's finally getting the push that she very much deserves, and I think this is going to lead to her being the NXT Women's Champion. What is it at the Takeover WrestleMania weekend? If that even, WrestleMania is 2 nights, so maybe Takeover happened on a Friday or something. Oh wait, no, it can't happen because whatever, you know what I mean. But yeah, I think Io Shirai will lose the NXT Women's Championship to none other than Xylee. Number 4, this may come as a little bit of a shock. I picked the newly debuted tag team in WWE called MSK. I think they are also formerly known as the Rascals. Correct me if I'm wrong. They made their NXT surprise debut this past Wednesday, and I couldn't be more excited. They looked very strong and defeated Isaiah Swerve Scott and Jake Atlas to advance to the Destiny Cup. I think these guys can go all the way to the finals with this momentum and maybe even win the tournament, man. I mean, they looked really, really good. So
you think they're going to win? You think they're going to beat Undisputed Era?
I mean, I don't know. Yeah.
Okay.
The thing is that we got to see how their mic skills are too. But yeah. So number 3, this may come again. All of these might be surprising to you. Apollo Crews. I think Apollo Crews is trying to prove his worth and to challenge Big E once again soon. I'm really eager to learn what the future holds for Apollo Crews. He had that really almost convincing win on SmackDown, and of course, it was a double pin, so it didn't count, and they had to do all that crap. But Apollo Crews, even though he seemed lost in the shuffle for a little while after transitioning to SmackDown, it looks like he's finding his groove again in the mid-card title picture. Number 2, Shinsuke Nakamura. Nakamura continued his winning ways by defeating Jey Uso on SmackDown. He also had his own theme song back, which means his face turn has happened. I think Nakamura can be in running and even possibly take Roman Reigns' Universal Championship at WrestleMania. I see.
Are you drunk?
No, I'm not drunk. I said possibly. Possibly.
That's not even the match that's going to happen. You're out of your mind.
Okay. 1, Cesaro. Cesaro is back, baby. I really enjoyed seeing Cesaro's full potential and an impressive match with Daniel Bryan. I hope this means good things, and this means only good things, and hopefully this means that creative has finally seen hit the potential in him, and hopefully this leads to some sort of title run in the future.
Yeah, I don't know, Victor. I don't know. All right, that was a good top 5. You put a lot of winners there. You got people that are trending, so I think that's good. I'm trying to see if I can find Charmaine's. You guys dropped these top 5 early, and now I got to go dig them up. Dave, you mind seeing if you can find Charmaine's while I read some of the newer ones?
Oh my God, Charmaine, can you send yours again, please? I'm lazy.
It was Charmaine, and I think it was. I don't know if it was George.
Yeah,
or
it's like way up there.
Or it might have been Derek. So here's George's top 5. It's number 1 is Sasha Banks. Number 2 is Roman Reigns. Number 3 is Bianca Belair. Number 4 is Bayley. And number 5 is Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, it won't let me go past 12:21 a.m. So I can't get it.
Daniel Miller says his top 5 are the Lucha Bros. Number 4 is Miro. Number 3 is Dexter Lumis. Number 2 is John Moxley, even though he didn't do anything and got jumped. And then number 1 was Roman. All right, very good.
Vince Nash says his top 5 of the week are Deonna Purrazzo, Eddie Edwards, Adam Cole, Roger Strong, Darby Allin, and Big E.
Eddie Edwards is a good pick, man. And Deonna. Somebody's watching Impact. Look at you, man. Good for you. Let's see. I think that was it, right?
I think, yeah, that was it. Oh, no, Elvis.
Elvis says number 5, Matt Cardona, who appeared on Impact. Number 4 is Darby Allin. Number 3 is Bayley. Shinsuke, number 2. AJ Styles, number 1. Very good.
Just Styles number 1.
I can't really argue with a lot of them except for Moxley because Moxley didn't do
I
anything.
can argue with Styles. Fuck you.
But he did win.
Nah, I know why you put Styles first. You try to hurt my feelings, whatever.
Oh, here's Victor Nash. Did Victor Nash give his? Victor Nash says, okay, he did. It's got to be around here somewhere. Where are you, Charmaine? I'm looking for you. We put him up early. Oh,
You can't scroll past 12:21.
yeah, she put him up way too early. I can't find.
Yeah, sure. Mike Riggs. Actually, you know what? Let's go. Jeff. Jeff says number 5 is Zaya. 4 is Nakamura. 3 is Moose. 2 is Alexa. 1 is Roman. Okay, not bad. Mike Riggs says number 5 Sasha Banks. 4 Asuka. 3 Seth Rollins. Even though he was he on SmackDown? I don't know. 2 AJ Styles. 1 Becky. What the hell? Becky Lynch. What?
Number 1 is Becky Lynch. Absolutely, yeah. Why not? She had a baby. Number 1. Not this week though, but.
All right, Charmaine. Let's hear it.
Drew.
1 is Drew. 2 is Lee. 3 is Matt. 4 is MJF. 5 is AJ.
Okay. Let's talk about this. My list goes like this. Number 5 is going to be the same person that I picked last week at number 5, and that's Lacey Evans. Even though she didn't really do anything this week, but she is killing it with this Ric Flair story. I want to see more. I'm interested. And she's buying in. You know, she's even sending funny tweets to Charlotte saying something about like how to be a good stepmom. She put a picture of like that book, and she's like, "You think I should buy this book and read it because I'm going to be Charlotte's stepmom?" Shit was fucking hilarious. Number 4, I'm going to pick the TNT champion Darby Allin. I know earlier in this show I completely shat on Darby Allin. And not that I'm shitting on him, but I'm shitting on the fact of the booking.
Whatever.
Brian Cage, again, to sum it up, Brian Cage is a big dude, and he should be booked as a monster, like Wardlow, like Lance Archer, like all these big men, like Brody Lee was. Like, they should be booked as big men, big monsters. Like, you see Braun Strowman, he's built like a shit brick house, and these guys need to be booked as such. And to have him come in and pretty much unload, throw the kitchen sink at this kid, and then still look like he got clowned. If Darby would have hit him with the skateboard, all would have been forgotten, because then, you know what? It's a cheap win. But that's not what happened. So I give it to Darby because Darby, hey, he looks like $1 million. And you want to look at the epitome of buried? This is buried. There's no fucking coming back from this. Brian Cage is not coming back. Regardless of his FTW title, he's buried. That's what it means to be buried. You've just completely wasted all of your talent to put this one guy over. Darby Allin. I hope it's worth it. Number 3, Roman Reigns. For the same reason that Dave's got Apollo Crews on his list, I'm putting Roman Reigns on my list. He is the head of the table, and this guy is so talented that he's apparently, just by sitting next to Apollo Crews, he's propelled Apollo Crews out of obscurity, and now he's relevant. So,
Look at
for
Chris.
Apollo Crews. Good night. Even I'm going to sleep. Yes, I go to sleep because I'm tired. Fantastic. Thank you, Charmaine. I apologize. I don't know what's worse, the comment being said or someone putting it up. David?
I didn't put it up.
Chris?
It was Chris. Yeah, he just shook his head. Yes. Yeah, shut the fuck up.
I'm going to talk to you guys in post-production about this. So yeah, Roman is at number 3 just because he can sit next to a guy and put this guy over. Number 2, Alexa Bliss. She just pinned the Raw Women's Champion and made her so nervous that she was doing a pee-pee dance in the middle of the fucking ring. It's ridiculous. Alexa Bliss is number 2. And also she shot a fireball at Randy Orton's face, and apparently now he has to wear a mask. Number 1, I'm going to still keep Kenny Omega as number 1 This guy was he's the only champion to be on 2 different brands. He was wrestling for AEW last Wednesday, and he was wrestling for Impact this past Saturday. Now, I know a lot of you can argue and say, well, Steve, did it really count because it was on Impact and nobody watches Impact except for probably Victor Nash? And I will say, hey, it still happened. He still showed up and wrestled in an Impact ring, and there's no WWE superstar that can say that. So yeah, you got to give him props for that. He won his match. He was teaming up with the Good Brothers, and he beat the Impact World Champion, Rich Swann. He beat Moose, and oh my God, I forget the other guy.
Daniel Miller hating as usual.
Omega is better than all the champions in the world. That's your opinion, buddy. So yeah, so that's my top 10, my top 5. I just want to quickly, because Jason came for this answer. He wants to know why do you all hate Moxley? First off, it's not all of us. It's just me. If you watch our year-end review, I do a really good impersonation of Moxley, being the idiot that he is. They book Moxley to be a complete buffoon. When he was the AEW champion, Brody Lee stole his title for 2 weeks, and Jon Moxley didn't care to go get it back. If, let's say, and the belt is supposed to be the most important thing to you, right? It's the reason that you're wrestling and you're trying to climb up the ladder. I'm going to liken it to his wife, Renee Young. If Brody Lee kidnapped Renee Young for 2 weeks, do you think that Jon Moxley would just be like, I don't need to go after you. I'm just going to sit back and I'm going to get you at the pay-per-view? It's fucking ridiculous. So there's that. I'm not throwing you under the bus. I love you, man.
Bro, what the bro?
And now here you had this guy lose. So in December, you have the man lose his AEW title to Kenny Omega in some, chicanery way where this old man, Don Callis, has to help Kenny Omega win the match. Now I understand, okay, Kenny's working a heel, so that's fine. So they run off, and then Jon Moxley disappears for an entire month and a half. I don't hear about this guy at all. He doesn't care about the AEW championship because he's not on my TV. Kenny Omega's cutting promos. He's going to Impact. Where's Jon Moxley? Crickets. I don't hear anything. Jon Moxley doesn't care about the AEW title. And now he shows up thinking he's Stone Cold Steve Austin, running up on the Good Brothers and Kenny Omega, and then he gets completely clowned. He gets beat up by all these guys. And what even makes even more nonsense to me is the fact that the Lucha Bros, who I guess apparently, I don't know, owe Moxley money. Maybe Moxley owes them money. I don't fucking know. There's no goddamn backstory. I don't know why they're helping him out. Maybe they hate the Young Bucks so much. Who fucking knows? But I guess that's long-term storytelling, right? I got to tune in next week and figure it all out. Whoop-de-doo. There you go. That's my rant on Moxley.
As usual.
Thank you. And that's why. Because he's booked like a buffoon. Nobody cares about him. But he's cool because he comes out and he comes out of the audience, and that's cool. Look at him. And he wears tight leather pants. Right. He's cool. All right. Hey, man, if that's your shit, that's your shit. I'm not going to fuck with you, but it makes no sense. It's bad booking.
Steven, you got anything else you want to...
I do want to talk about one thing, and that was the news, and then we'll wrap it up. I know we're running a little long here. So that's the WrestleMania news about WrestleMania is going to have people. Over the weekend, 3 major announcements were made, all WrestleMania related, right? And it was WrestleMania will be live from Tampa this April, in the middle of April. Next April, it is going to be in Dallas, and then the April after that for 2023, it's going to be in SoFi Stadium in California.
Right. And I think the reason they're pushing it off so long is so by the time they go back to LA, this pandemic is over. It is no more. Because you never know. I think it might still have. There still might be remnants of it next year, but they want to make sure that they can get into LA, no problems, full force in 2023, and I think that's the reason they chose Dallas.
I think they can fit a lot of people in Dallas, and I don't think
you can fit 100,000 people in that state. More than 100,000 actually, because it's just 100,000 seats.
But even if COVID is still a thing, you can still pack it in with a lot of people socially distanced. Like I think they still want to make it a big thing.
Exactly. I
think WWE will also find a way to incorporate the Thunderdome setup because nobody wants to see half-empty seats. So I got a feeling they'll do something of a mix of both.
You think, you know what? I now that I think about this, maybe they might do, they won't do the risers for the Thunderdome at Mania, but I think what they'll have is that they'll have ringside virtual fans at Mania, and then they'll have the real fans in the back.
Like, think about it. Like, all these big mega entrances at WrestleMania, they're eye-popping because of the entrances and the, all the stuff that they put out, like fireworks and stuff. But what's it all going to mean if, like, it's a sea of nobodies? Like, I watch an NFL football game, like, even in the playoffs, and, like, there's a bunch of empty seats, and it's, like, it throws me off.
Right. Same thing with AEW. It's like, I can't even tell what they have fans there half the time because most of the fans, when I was there, I was like, was I at this match? Or, like, was I here? Because I watched AEW Dark because they always take the match. But now I'm rambling. Now it's like when I go back and try to see if I can see myself in the crowd, I'm like way the fuck back in the the 200 section where all the other fans are, and even the guys in the 100s you can't even see.
Yeah. So yeah, that's interesting news, man. I thought that was I can't say that it's premature. I don't know what the capacity is going to look like, right? I don't know if it's going to be, 30% capacity, 10% capacity. I don't know. What's up, Mike? We miss you too. But you're not coming on the show next week. Just want to make that clear. Sometimes we have guests, sometimes we don't. That's it.
What the hell?
You see, we're already running an hour and 40 minutes. And was that Drew McIntyre, fake Drew McIntyre in the background?
No, I am pretty sure that might have been Jimmy from New York. I don't know.
Oh, so it was fake Drew McIntyre. Hello? Hello? I can hear you, but
okay, you can hear me, but I can't even hear myself. I can't hear you. But how about you help me wrap this up while my computer is being stupid?
Very good. Leave a like for how stupid Dave's computer is. Guys, there's nothing really much else to talk about. I mean, we're done. Raw was meh. And I feel like you felt the same way about that. I see like a lot of people felt the same about it in the comments, and it is what it is. Hopefully next week's go-home show to Royal Rumble is a lot better. Ooh, thumbs down. Wow. That's harsh. There you are. You're back. So yeah, that's pretty much it. We've talked about Raw. We've talked about our top 5 wrestlers, and we've talked about the news. And there's nothing really much to cover. We'll talk about the Go Home Raw next Monday night, and hopefully we can focus on having a show, and I don't have to school people so much like I did tonight.
All right.
Chris, you're trying to get me to rant for another 10 minutes. He's laughing. He thinks that's funny. I'm not going to touch that one.
All right.
Sure. If JD's your cup of sauce, then fantastic. Keep watching him hate on women. It's all right. We love women at UPR. Guys, please pay attention to please listen to the Hammerlock Hangover. That's a podcast that my friend, me, and Jeff, we do. Jeff is the host on Wednesday nights. And you want to hear us talk random shit about wrestling, tune into the Hammerlock Hangover. Really interesting stuff. We get in depth. On Wednesday also, we have the AEW and NXT results show where we talk about AEW and NXT. It's pretty much like this, only less interesting. Just kidding. And then speaking of less interesting, we've got the Executive Consulting hosting Friday Night SmackDown. I think, Chris, are we doing that together, or is that just me and somebody else? Oh, it's going to be us together? Oh, fantastic. Very excited to set you up with corny jokes and you slamming them down like the A-team that we used to be. So yeah, tune into all the shows that we have for Unpopular Review. Again, please follow, like, and share all of our streams on Facebook, on YouTube. You can catch us doing reviews. We're Unpopular Review, but we don't only review wrestling, we also review movies. And our next review coming up this week is X-Men 3. We've already put X-Men 2 and X-Men 1 in the can. You can catch that in YouTube and see the Funny Entertainment crew make all their jokes. They recast a couple of characters. I think one of them recasted Storm as Betty White or some old biddy. I can't remember. But check out why that joke is funny on the X-Men 2 review show. And that's pretty much it. That's all I've got. David, you got anything?
Nope. That's it. Thanks. Thanks for a great show, Steven. And that's it. Yep.
Friday night, the B review. Oh, Victor, come and join us on Friday, man. I want to see you in the comments, man. I'm going to be on the Friday show. So come and join us. And if you guys don't watch the Friday show usually, come around. We'll have some fun. Maybe we'll throw some shots. We'll see. Were we going to do shots on Friday night? Chris? Chris says thumbs up. Thumbs up. Very good. So we'll do some shots. Anytime you come into the comments and troll us, we'll and call us jobbers, we'll do some shots, and then we'll be in the hospital by the end of the show. There you go, guys. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Much appreciated. I appreciate all the comments, even the negative ones. And yeah, have a good day. Stay safe. Wear a mask. All that jazz. Have a good one.
Have a good night, ladies and gentlemen.